Stop for a moment. Just pause. Take a deep breath and think about this. Why are you tired all the time? Why do you work so much but still feel like nothing is changing? Why does success feel so far away, no matter how hard you try? Maybe you wake up early. Maybe you stay up late. You study, you work, you try your best, but still, something feels wrong. Your time is gone, your energy is low, and the results, they are not what you hoped for. Now let me ask you a simple question. Are you working hard or are you working smart? Many people think hard work is the answer to everything. But what if I told you? That's only half the truth. What if hard work without smart thinking is like running on a treadmill? You sweat, you get tired, but you're still in the same place. Today, I want to show you a different way, a better way. Not by giving you big, fancy words, but by sharing simple, clear ideas, real stories, small steps, things that yes, you can do, no matter your age, your job, or your English level. If you feel stuck, if you want to do more with your life, if you want to grow, speak better English, learn faster, or build something meaningful, then this video is for you. Stay with me till the end, and I promise you will see things differently. This is not about motivation that fades in 1 hour. This is about changing how you think, changing how you work, and building a life that feels light, free, and full of purpose. So, sit back, open your heart. Let's begin this journey together. Let's learn how to stop working hard and start working smart. Chapter 1. What does work smart really mean? Today I want to talk about something that many people say, but not everyone understands. You have probably heard this before. Don't work hard, work smart. But what does that really mean? Is working hard bad? Should we just be lazy? No, that's not the message. In this chapter, we will look at what working smart really means, and we will do it in a simple and clear way. I will also share a small story that I think will help you understand this better. So let's begin. Imagine two friends. Their names are Ollie and Rowan. One day they were asked to dig a hole in a big garden. Both had to dig the same size of hole. Ollie picked up a small spoon and started digging. He spoke, "I will work all day. I will not stop until I finish." And he worked very hard. He was sweating. He was tired, but he didn't stop. Rowan, on the other hand, didn't start digging right away. He looked around. He thought for a moment. Then he went to the shed and brought a shovel. A big, strong shovel. He said, "If I use this, I can dig faster." And that's what he did. He started digging with the shovel, and in less than 1 hour he was finished. Ollie was still digging with the spoon. He worked hard for 5 hours, but his hole was still small. Rowan worked for just 1 hour, but his hole was ready. Both were working, but one was working smart. That is the power of smart work. This story is simple, but it teaches us a big lesson. Working hard means using a lot of energy. You move a lot. You try a lot. But if you're using the wrong way, it doesn't matter how hard you work. You will waste your time. Working smart means thinking before doing. It means asking, what is the best way to do this? Working smart is not about being lazy. It's about being clever. It's about saving time and energy. It's about finding tools or tricks that make your work easier and faster. When you work smart, you can get the same result, but with less stress. Let me tell you something from my own life. When I was learning English, I used to read big grammar books. I thought, if I study all the grammar, I will be perfect. So I worked very hard. I read many pages every day, but I did not enjoy it, and I did not speak better. I was tired, and I was confused. Then one day, I changed my way. I stopped reading grammar books for a while. I started listening to English stories. I watched simple English videos. I spoke small sentences every day. I enjoyed it. I understood more. I felt happy, and I improved faster. That is when I learned the meaning of smart work. I was still learning. I was still spending time, but now I was doing it in a better way. I was not just working hard. I was working smart. Smart work always starts with one thing: clear thinking. You have to ask yourself, what am I trying to do? What is the best way to do it? Sometimes we start working fast, but we don't stop to think. That's like running in the wrong direction. You get tired, but you don't reach your goal. So, before you start any task, whether it is learning English, doing your homework, or cleaning your room, stop for a moment. Take a breath. Think. Ask yourself, is there a better way to do this? Maybe someone else already knows a better way. Maybe you can use a tool, a plan, or even ask someone for help. Thinking first can save you a lot of time later. Working smart is also about learning from others. If you see someone doing something faster or better, don't feel jealous. Ask them how they do it. Learn from them. That is smart. Use their tips and tricks. You don't have to do everything the hard way. Another part of smart work is being organized. If you keep losing your notebook, or if you forget your homework, you will spend more time finding things than doing them. Keep your things in order. Make small plans. Write lists. These small actions can help you do more in less time. So, remember the story of Ollie and Rowan. Both worked, but only one worked smart. Ollie used all his strength, but he didn't think. Rowan took a little time to plan, and he finished first. Be like Rowan. Before you use your hands, use your mind. Think smart. Work smart. In the next chapter, we will talk about why working hard alone is not enough. We will see how it can make you tired and unhappy if you don't mix it with smart ideas. But for now, I want you to remember this. Smart work starts with smart thinking. Chapter 2. Why working hard alone is not enough. Working hard is a good thing. It shows that you are serious. It shows that you want to do something with your life. Many people will tell you work hard and you will succeed. And that is true, but only part of the truth. Because working hard alone is not always enough. You can work hard day and night, but still feel like you are not moving forward. You can give your best and still feel tired, lost, and stuck. That's what we will talk about today. I want to share a story with you. It is about me. When I was younger, I was working in an office at that time. I wanted to do well. I wanted my boss to be happy with me. So, I worked 10 hours every day. I came early. I stayed late. I said yes to everything. I worked and worked and worked. At first, I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought if I just keep working, good things will come. But after some time, I started feeling tired. I was not smiling anymore. I was not sleeping well. I was not proud of my work. I was just tired. Even worse, my results were not great. I missed small things. I made mistakes, and still I was working more than anyone else. It did not make sense. I began to feel like something was wrong. I thought maybe I was not smart enough, but then I started to notice something. I saw that some of my coworkers were doing better than me. They left work on time. They looked fresh and happy, and they still got better results. I asked myself, how is this possible? I am working harder than them. That question changed my life. I began to watch them. I saw that they worked with a plan. Before they started a task, they made a list. They used calendars. They took small breaks. They said no when something was not their job. They did not run all day. They walked, but they walked in the right direction. That was the difference, and that's when I learned something very important. Working hard without a plan is like trying to build a house without a map. You keep putting bricks, but they don't make a house. You just get tired. You get frustrated. You burn out. Burnout is something many people feel, even if they don't know the word. Burnout means you feel tired in your body, but also in your mind. You feel like you can't go on. You feel empty even when you're doing a lot. Burnout happens when you give too much and get too little back, and it happens a lot when people work hard without results. When we work too much, our mind also stops working well. You cannot think clearly when you're tired all the time. You cannot be creative. You cannot make good choices. Your health gets worse. Your mood goes down. That is why working smart is not just about results. It is also about health. It is about peace. It is about balance. So what can you do? The first step is to stop and look at how you work. Ask yourself, am I working hard or am I working smart? Are you doing the same task again and again, even if it gives you no result? Are you saying yes to too many things? Are you tired all the time, but still not proud of your work? If the answer is yes, then it's time to change. It's time to make a plan. You don't have to stop working hard, but you have to work with purpose, with direction, with small steps and small wins. A smart plan will help you use your time better. It will help you feel proud again. Start with something simple. Make a to-do list. Write only 3 tasks for the day. Do the most important one first. Take breaks. Drink water. Rest. Say no when you need to. And check your results at the end of the day. Ask yourself, did I move forward today? If the answer is yes, that is smart work. Smart work is not magic. It is small things done with care. It is thinking before doing. It is planning before starting. When you work this way, you will still be tired sometimes, but it will be a good tired. A proud tired, not the kind that makes you want to quit. So now you know working hard is not bad. But working hard without thinking can lead to stress, mistakes, and sadness. I lived it. I felt it. And I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to feel strong, happy, and proud of your work in the next chapter. We will talk about how smart work begins with a clear goal, because before we do anything, we need to know where we are going. Just like a car needs a map, our brain needs a goal. And that's what we'll learn next. How to set a goal that helps you work smart, not just hard. Chapter 3 start with a clear goal. Before you can work smart, you need to know where you're going. That is the first step. If you don't know where you want to go, you might walk in circles. You might work hard and still feel lost. But if you have a clear goal, even a small one, everything becomes easier. In this chapter, we will talk about goals, what they are, why they matter, and how to set them, even if your English is not strong yet. Let me tell you a simple story. A few years ago, I wanted to get fit, so I said to myself, I will exercise more, but I didn't make a plan. I didn't say when or how, so I just said it, but I didn't really do it. Every day, I told myself, maybe tomorrow. Days passed. Weeks passed. Nothing changed. Then one day I tried something new. I wrote a small goal on a piece of paper. It said walk 10 minutes every morning after breakfast. That was it. A very small goal, but it was clear. I knew what to do and when to do it. And you know what? I started walking just 10 minutes, but I did it every day. Soon it became 15 minutes, then 20, and slowly I began to feel better. All because I started with one small, clear goal. This is the power of setting a goal. A smart worker always starts with a clear goal. When you know what to do, your mind becomes calm. You don't waste time. You don't feel confused. You just start. If you're learning English, your goal doesn't have to be big. You don't have to say, I will speak English like a native in 1 year. That is too big and it will make you feel tired. Instead, start small. Start smart. Set a goal like, learn 5 new English words today. Or write 1 short sentence about my day. Or watch 1 English video and understand 3 new words. These are smart goals. They are simple, they are clear, and they make you feel happy when you finish them. A big part of working smart is breaking big goals into small steps. Let's say your big goal is to write a short story in English. That sounds scary, right? But let's break it into steps. Step 1. Learn some new story words like forest, castle, friend, or monster. Step 2. Write 1 short sentence. Step 3. Write what happens next. Just 1 line. And soon, sentence by sentence, your story will grow. You will be surprised how far you can go with small steps. Let me give you another example. Maybe your goal is to clean your whole room. That could feel like a big job. But what if you say today, I will clean just the table? That's easy. Tomorrow, you clean the bed, the next day the floor in 3 days. Your whole room is clean. You didn't feel tired. You felt happy because you finished your goal each day. Goals also help you stay focused. If you don't have a goal, your mind can go in many directions. You start one thing, then another, and nothing gets done. But with a goal, you say, this is what I will do today, and when you finish, you feel proud. That feeling gives you more energy for tomorrow. One thing I always tell people is this. Write your goals down. Don't just think them. Use a notebook, a piece of paper, or even your phone. When you write your goal, it becomes real. You can see it, you can remember it, and you feel more ready to do it. Another smart tip is to check your goal at the end of the day. Ask yourself, did I finish what I planned? If yes, smile and say, well done. If not, don't feel bad. Just try again tomorrow. Smart work is not about being perfect. It is about trying, learning, and doing better step by step. It's also okay to change your goal if it feels too big or too hard. Make it smaller. Make it easier. A smart goal should help you, not stress you. When your goal is clear and possible, you enjoy your work. You feel in control. So, let's remember, working smart starts with knowing what you want. A clear goal gives you direction. It gives you focus, and it gives you the power to take small steps each day. That's how real progress happens. Slowly but surely. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to use the right tools and methods to reach your goals faster and with less effort. Because when you have a goal and the right tools, smart work becomes even easier. Chapter 4. Use the right tools and methods. Smart work means using tools. Tools help you do more with less effort. Think about a simple task like cutting paper. If you try to cut it with your hands, it will be slow and messy. But if you use scissors, the job becomes quick and easy. That is the power of tools. In this chapter, we will talk about different tools and methods that can help you work smarter, not harder. And don't worry, these tools are easy to use. You don't need big machines or expensive things. Sometimes even a notebook can change the way you work. Let me tell you a small story. A few years ago, I felt like I was always busy, but I was not finishing my tasks. I would start something, then stop. I would forget small jobs. At the end of the day, I felt tired, but I didn't feel proud. I thought I was working hard, but something was missing. Then one day, a friend gave me a small gift. It was a planner. A simple notebook with dates and spaces to write tasks. At first, I didn't think it would help, but I tried it. Every morning, I wrote down 3 things I wanted to finish that day. Just 3. And every time I finished a task, I put a check mark next to it. That small action, writing and checking, made me feel good. It gave me focus. I stopped wasting time. I knew what I had to do, and I did it. My work got better. My mind felt clearer. That planner became one of my favorite tools. You see, tools don't always mean machines or computers. A tool is anything that helps you do something better. It could be an app on your phone, a notebook, a timer, or even a wall calendar. These simple things can help you save time, stay focused, and feel more in control. Let me share another tool with you. It's a method called the Pomodoro technique. Don't worry about the name. It's just a method where you work for a short time, then take a short break. Here's how it works. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Work on one task during that time. When the timer rings, stop. Take a break for 5 minutes, then do it again. After 4 rounds, take a longer break, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. This method helps your brain stay fresh. It stops you from feeling tired or bored. Many people use this method when they study. If you're learning English, try it. Study for 25 minutes. Read, listen, or write in English. Then take a break. You will feel better and you will remember more. Another great method is mind mapping. This is a fun and simple way to organize your thoughts. Take a blank paper. In the center, write one word like English. Then draw lines and add more words like speaking, listening, reading, writing. From each of these, draw more lines. Under speaking, you can write talk to a friend or record my voice. You're making a picture of your thoughts. This helps you see everything clearly. It also helps you remember better because your brain likes pictures. Mind maps are great when you're planning something big, like studying for an exam, writing an essay, or learning new vocabulary. You can also use them to plan your week or your day. It's a very smart tool, and all you need is a pen and paper. Some people like to use apps on their phones. That's okay too. There are apps for timers, to-do lists, notes, and reminders. But remember, tools are only good if you use them. Just having an app won't help. You must open it, use it, and make it part of your daily life. So, ask yourself, what tools can help me today? Do I need a notebook to plan my tasks? Do I need a timer to stay focused? Do I want to try mind maps to study better? Don't try everything at once. Start with one tool. Try for a few days. See how it feels. If it helps you, keep it. If not, try another one. The most important thing is to find what works for you. Some people love apps, others prefer paper. Some like working in silence. Others need soft music in the background. Smart work means knowing yourself and using tools that match your style. So today, pick one tool. Maybe it's a planner. Maybe it's the Pomodoro timer. Maybe it's a simple calendar on your wall. Try it. Use it. Let it guide you. Soon you will see a big change in how you work and how you feel. In the next chapter, we will talk about another smart idea, focusing on results, not just time. Because sometimes we sit for hours but get nothing done, and sometimes we do a lot in just 1 hour. So next, we'll learn how to measure progress the smart way. Chapter 5, focus on what matters most. Sometimes people work very hard, but they still don't feel successful. They wake up early, they stay up late. They're always busy, but still their work doesn't grow. Their progress is slow. Why does this happen? One big reason is that many people are working hard, but they are working on the wrong things in this chapter. We will learn how to focus on what really matters. We will learn how to choose the right task at the right time. Let me start with a small story. One day, I decided to clean my whole house. I started in the kitchen. I cleaned inside the drawers. I polished the handles. I scrubbed every small corner. It took a long time. After 2 hours, the kitchen looked good, but the rest of the house was still a mess. The living room was full of things. The bedroom was not touched. I was tired but not finished. Then I stopped and asked myself, what was the most important thing I needed to do? The answer was clean the living room because guests were coming. But I didn't do that first. I started with the small details. I wasted my time and energy on the less important things. This happens to many of us, not just in cleaning, but in studying, working, and learning. We often choose the easy task first, or the task that feels urgent, but we forget the task that truly matters. That's why we feel busy, but not proud. That's why we feel tired, but not happy. Here's a simple rule that smart workers use. Do the most important task first. This task is called your MIT most important task. When you start your day, ask yourself, what is the one thing I can do today that will help me the most? It could be something small but powerful. Maybe it's writing 1 page of your school report. Maybe it's studying vocabulary for your exam. Maybe it's calling someone to solve a big problem. Whatever it is, do it first. When you finish your MIT, your day feels better. Your brain feels lighter. You feel proud. Even if the rest of the day is busy or hard, you already did the most important thing. That is smart work. Now let's talk about a very useful idea, the 80-20 rule. This rule says that 20% of your effort gives 80% of the results. That means only a small part of your work brings most of your success. The key is to find that 20% and focus on it. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine you're studying English. You have many things to do: grammar, vocabulary, speaking, listening, reading. But maybe for you, speaking is the most useful right now. You want to talk to people? Ask for help and share ideas. So instead of spending hours on grammar rules, you focus 20% of your time on speaking. You practice with a friend, record your voice, or talk to yourself in English. That small effort gives you big results. The same thing works for exams. Let's say you're preparing for a test. There are 10 chapters, but when you look closely, you see that most questions come from just 2 or 3 chapters. Those are your 20%. Study those first. Give more time to the parts that matter most. Or think about your daily life. Maybe you're busy all day answering emails or checking messages, but only 1 or 2 of those messages are truly important. The rest can wait. Don't let small, less important tasks take your energy. Save your time for the work that moves you forward. So how do you know what matters most? You ask yourself some simple questions. What will help me grow the most? What will give me the biggest result? What can I do today that I will feel proud of tomorrow? When you ask these questions, your mind becomes clear. You stop running in circles. You start walking in the right direction. Another smart tip is to do this thinking in the morning or the night before. Take 5 minutes. Write your top task for tomorrow. Write your MIT, and then the next day, start with that. Don't check your phone. Don't do other small jobs. First, do what matters most. This small habit will change the way you work. You will stop wasting time on the wrong things. You will stop feeling like you're always busy. Instead, you will feel focused, calm, and strong. So, remember, smart work is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right thing first. Even if you only do one thing today, let it be the most important thing. That is what smart people do. That is what you can do too. In the next chapter, we will learn something very helpful. How to say no, because smart workers don't try to do everything. They choose what to do and what not to do. Learning to say no can save your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Chapter 6. Learn to say no. Sometimes we work too much because we say yes to everything. We don't want to hurt anyone. We don't want people to feel bad. So, we say yes even when we don't have time. Even when we are tired, even when we have something more important to do, and slowly, we feel tired every day. We feel busy, but we don't feel happy. That's why in this chapter 1, I want to talk about something very simple but very powerful. Learning to say no. Let me tell you a little story a few years ago. I used to say yes to everything. A friend would ask, "Can you help me with this?" And I would say yes. Someone at work would say, "Can you take my task?" And I would say yes. Even when I wanted to rest, even when I had my own plans, I still said yes. At first, people were happy. They liked me, but I was not happy. I was tired. I had no time for myself. I had no time for the things that really mattered to me. Then one day, I read a sentence that changed me. It said when you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. I read it again. I thought about it, and I realized it was true when I said yes to others. I was saying no to my own time. I was saying no to my goals. I was saying no to rest. That's when I understood. Saying no is not rude. It is smart. It is how you protect your time, your energy, and your focus. Smart people know this. They don't say yes to everything. They think first. They choose. And if something is not important, they say no, kindly, but clearly. That is how they stay focused. That is how they do great work without feeling tired all the time. Now you may ask, how do I say no in English, especially if I want to be polite? Don't worry, I will help you with that. Here are some simple phrases you can use. Thank you for asking, but I have too much on my plate right now. I'm sorry. I can't help this time. I would love to, but I already have plans. Maybe next time. I'm really busy today. That sounds nice, but I need to finish something important first. These are polite ways to say no. You're not being rude. You're being honest. And honesty is always better than saying yes and feeling bad later. Sometimes you can also say no by offering another way. I can't do it today, but maybe tomorrow. I'm not free now, but I can help you later this week. I can't join the meeting, but I'll read the notes after. These answers are kind and helpful. You're not closing the door. You are just managing your time smartly. Saying no is a skill. And like any skill, it gets easier with practice. At first, it may feel hard. You may feel guilty. But remember, every time you say no to something less important, you are saying yes to something that truly matters. Your rest, your health, your family, your goals. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're studying for an English test. You planned your whole evening for that, but then a friend calls and says, "Let's go out." You want to go, but you also know your test is tomorrow. A smart worker will say, "I really want to, but I need to study tonight. Let's meet after the test." That is a smart number. You're choosing your goal. You're staying focused. Or maybe you're trying to write something and someone asks for help with something small. You want to be kind, but you are in the middle of deep work. You can say, "Can I help you in 30 minutes?" I'm just finishing something important. Again, you are not saying no forever. You're just saying, not right now. The truth is, when you learn to say no, people respect you more. They see that your time is valuable. They understand that you have goals, and most people will understand. Some may not, but that's okay. Your peace and your focus matter more. So today I want you to remember this. Saying no is not a bad thing. It is a smart thing. It helps you take control of your time. It helps you protect your energy. And it gives you more space to say yes to the things that really matter. Start small. Say no once today to something that is not important. Say it kindly, say it with a smile, and feel the difference. You will feel more free, more focused, and more in control. In the next chapter, we will talk about something very helpful, rest and recovery. Because smart workers don't work all the time. They take breaks. They rest their minds. That way they stay strong for the long journey. Chapter 7. Use your energy, not just time. Many people think smart work means working fast or working less, but that's not the whole truth. Smart work also means knowing when to work and how to use your energy. You can have 10 hours in a day, but if you feel tired, those 10 hours won't help much. You will work slowly. You will make mistakes. You won't feel good. But if you feel strong, even 2 or 3 hours can be powerful. So, in this chapter, let's talk about energy, not just time. Let me start with a story. A few years ago, I used to plan my day by looking at the clock. I told myself I will work from 9 to 5 o'clock. I sat down at 9 o'clock. I tried to write, but nothing came out. My brain felt slow. I felt sleepy, so I made coffee. I tried again. Still, I couldn't focus. But then in the evening, something strange happened. Around 6 o'clock or 7 p.m., my mind suddenly became clear. I had new ideas. I felt excited. I could write quickly and well. That's when I learned something very important. Everyone has their own best time. Your best time is when your mind feels fresh, when your ideas come easily, when you can focus without trying too hard. For some people, this is early morning. For others, it's late at night, and for some, it's in the afternoon. There is no right or wrong. The key is to listen to your body. Notice when you feel strong and plan your hardest tasks during that time. If you're studying English, this means you should read or write when your brain feels sharp. Don't use your best time for things like checking messages or cleaning your room. Use it for learning new words, writing in English, or doing something creative. Save easier tasks for when your energy is low. Let me give you an example. Imagine you feel fresh in the morning. You wake up, eat breakfast, and feel ready. That is your best time. So, from 8 to 10 a.m., do the task that needs brain power. Maybe study for your test. Maybe work on your big project. Then later in the day, when you feel slower, do small jobs like replying to messages or organizing your desk. This is called energy management, and it is very smart. You're not trying to work all day. You are working at the right time with the right energy. Now, let's talk about breaks. Breaks are not a waste of time. They help your brain rest and recharge. If you work for hours without stopping, your mind gets tired. You can't think clearly. You feel stressed. But if you take a short break, just 5 or 10 minutes, you feel better. There's a simple way to do this. Work for 25 minutes, then stop. Stretch your body, drink water, look outside, then come back and work again. This is like giving your brain a short nap. After the break, your focus returns. You feel ready again. Food is also important. When you eat well, your brain works better. Try to eat healthy food, fruits, nuts, water, and meals that give you energy. Avoid too much sugar or junk food. These make you feel sleepy or slow. A smart worker knows that food is not just for the body, it is also for the brain. And of course, sleep is your best tool. When you sleep well, your brain becomes strong. You learn faster, you remember more, you feel good. But when you don't sleep enough, your brain feels foggy. Even simple tasks feel hard. So, try to sleep on time. Make rest a part of your smart work plan. Some people think working late is smart. They stay up all night to finish something, but that is not always helpful. It may work for one day, but not for many days. Soon you feel tired and weak. So don't just plan your work. Plan your rest too. Let's put this all together. Find your best time. Notice when your brain feels strong. Do your hardest tasks during that time. Take small breaks to stay fresh. Eat well to give your body and brain energy. Sleep enough so you wake up ready. These are small changes, but they make a big difference. When you use your energy well, you don't need to work all day. You get more done in less time. You feel good, not tired. You enjoy your work. That is smart work. So today I want you to notice your energy. What time do you feel most awake? When does your brain feel clear? Start using that time for your most important tasks. You will see how much easier things become. In the next chapter, we will talk about something that smart workers always do. They track their progress. They don't just work. They also check how they are doing. They ask, am I moving forward? So, in the next part, I will show you how to measure your progress in simple ways that keep you motivated. Chapter 8. Keep learning and improving. Working smart does not stop after you finish a task. Smart workers always ask one simple question. How can I do better next time? This is how they grow. This is how they improve. In this chapter, we will talk about learning from your past, from your mistakes, and from others. Because smart work is not only about finishing your work, it's about learning every day. I remember a time when I used to finish my work and move on. I did not think about it again. I did not ask what went well or what went wrong. I just said done and looked for the next task. But over time, I noticed something strange. I was not getting better. I was busy, yes, but I was not growing. I kept making the same mistakes. I kept feeling stuck. Then one day, after a long project, I felt tired but also curious. I sat down and asked myself a simple question. What worked? What didn't? I wrote my answer in a notebook. I saw that I spent too much time on small things. I also saw that I did well when I planned my day in the morning. That small note helped me a lot. The next time, I changed my plan. I focused more. I worked better. And I felt good. From that day on, I started reviewing my work every week. You can do this too. After you finish your task or your study session, take 5 minutes. Ask yourself what went well. What was hard? What I do differently next time? Write your answers in a notebook. You don't need perfect English. Just write simply. This small habit can make a big difference. You will learn from your experience, you will grow faster, and you will feel more confident. Now let's talk about something else. Learning from others. Smart workers don't try to do everything alone. They look around. They learn from people who know more. They listen. They ask questions. They read. They watch. Today, learning is easier than ever. You can watch videos, listen to podcasts, or read simple books. If you're learning English, you can find videos about grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary. If you're working on a project, you can watch how others do it. You don't need to copy them, but you can learn new ways. I remember once I was struggling with time management. I didn't know how to stay on track. Then I watched a video about the Pomodoro method. Work for 25 minutes, rest for 5. I tried it and it worked for me. I didn't need to study for hours. I just needed short, focused times. That video helped me. And there are many videos like that, full of smart ideas. You can also learn by reading. Start with simple books. Look for books about success, habits, or learning. Even reading a few pages each day can give you new ideas. I once read a book that said, "Small steps every day led to big results." That sentence stayed with me. It changed how I work. And of course, talking to smart people helps too. If you know someone who works well, ask them how they do it. Ask what helps them. Ask what they avoid. You don't need to follow everything they do, but one tip from them can change your path. I remember talking to a friend who said, "I never start my day without a list." That made me think. I started making small lists each morning, and now I can't start my day without them either. So, the key idea here is this. Never stop learning. Even if you are good, you can be better. Even if you are doing well, there's more to learn. Smart workers don't wait for someone to teach them. They look for ways to grow. They ask questions, they try new things, they learn from their own work, and they stay open to new ideas. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are the teacher. Every mistake is a message. It tells you something. If you listen, you grow. So don't feel bad when something goes wrong. Just ask, what can I learn from this? So, here's what you can do. After your work, take time to reflect. Ask what worked, what didn't. Watch videos, read books, and follow people who share good ideas. Try new methods. Keep the ones that help. Talk to others. Learn from their experience and always stay curious. Smart work is a journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about getting better step by step. When you keep learning, you keep growing. You feel proud. You feel strong, and you enjoy the process. In the next and final chapter, we will bring it all together. We will learn how to create your own system for smart work. Something simple that you can follow every day to stay focused, happy, and successful. Chapter 9, build a system that works for you. This is the final chapter. We have talked about many things. Goals, tools, focus, breaks, learning, and more. Now it's time to bring everything together. Because working smart is not just one trick. It's not just one day of doing things better. Smart work is a habit. It is something you do every day, step by step, with a clear plan. In this chapter, we will talk about how to build your own system, a system that fits you, one that helps you grow, keeps you calm, and makes life easier. Let me start with a simple truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Even small actions, when done every day, lead to big results. That's why having a system helps. A system is just a routine, a set of actions you repeat daily or weekly. It takes the pressure off. You don't have to decide what to do every morning. You already know, and that gives you peace. I want to share my own story with you. A few years ago, I felt lost. I had many ideas in my head. I wanted to work better. I wanted to learn more, but I didn't know where to start. Each day felt different. Some days were busy, some were quiet. I felt like I was working hard, but not moving forward. Then I decided to build a routine. I started small. I made a list of things I wanted to do each day, just 5 things. I wrote them on paper. I followed that list every morning. After 1 week, I felt more focused. After 1 month, I saw real progress. That small system changed my life. It helped me grow in my career. It helped me feel calmer at home. And the best part, I didn't feel tired all the time. So now, I want to help you build your own simple system. Something you can use every day. Something easy to follow, even if your English is not strong. Here's how you can start. Create a morning routine. Your morning sets the tone for your whole day, so make it calm and clear. You don't need a long list. Just 2 or 3 things you do every morning. For example, wake up and drink water. Write down your goal for the day. Do one small task, like reading or reviewing words in English. That's it. It takes just 10 to 15 minutes, but it tells your brain today has started. You feel ready. You feel focused. Step 2. Plan your day. Each morning, take a few minutes to plan. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing today? Write it down. Then ask, what is one small thing I can do to move forward? Write that too. This helps you stay focused. You're not doing everything. You are doing what matters. Step 3. Use your best time wisely. Remember your best time from Chapter 7. Use it well. During your best time, do your hardest or most important task. Don't waste that time. Save easy tasks like replying to messages or cleaning for later in the day. Step 4. Take breaks and reflect. After you work for a while, take a short break. This helps your brain stay fresh. At the end of the day, take 5 minutes to reflect. Ask, what did I finish today? What felt good? What can I do better tomorrow? You can write these in a notebook. Over time, this becomes a mirror. You see your growth. You see your journey. Step 5. Review weekly. Each week, take 10 to 15 minutes to look back. Ask, did I follow my system this week? What worked well? What do I want to change? This keeps your system alive. You don't need to make big changes, just small adjustments. That's how smart workers stay sharp. You see, smart work becomes easier when you have a system. You don't need to push yourself every day. You just follow your steps. You save energy. You stay calm. You enjoy your work more. And remember, your system is for you. It does not have to look like anyone else's. Some people work best early in the morning. Some do better in the evening. Some like to use apps. Some like notebooks. Choose what fits your life, what makes you feel good. Also, don't try to build the perfect system in one day. Start with one small habit, maybe just planning your day in the morning. Do that for 1 week, then add another habit. Slowly, your system will grow. And one day, you'll look back and smile. You'll see how far you've come. So today, I invite you to begin. Take one small step, choose one habit, make your own system, and use it every day. That is how you build a smart life, one simple action at a time. And now, before we end this journey, I want to thank you for staying with me. I hope these chapters helped you think differently. I hope they made you feel strong and ready to work smarter, not harder. If this video helped you, please give it a like. Share it with someone who needs it. And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also leave a comment below. Tell me which tip you like the most or what you want to learn next. This is not the end. It is the beginning of your smart work journey. Keep learning. Keep growing. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. So now you know how to stop working hard and start working smart. I hope these ideas help you, just like they helped me. Even small changes can make a big difference. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start with one small step. Smart work is a journey, and I'm happy we walked this path together. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us a lot, and it lets me know that you enjoy this kind of content. Also, please like the video and write a comment below. Tell me, which smart work tip did you like the most? Or which one will you try first? I read all your comments and love hearing from you. Let's keep learning and growing together.